April 1942, the Bensihu colliery in China had a coal dust explosion that killed 1,549 people and is the second worst recorded energy accident in history. December 1952, the Great Smog of London, caused by the burning of coal, killed from 8,000 to 12,000 people due to inhalation of the smoke. In July 1988, Piper Alpha in the North Sea, there was an explosion and a resulting oil and gas fire that killed 167. In March 1989, the Exxon Valdez oil tanker crashed the Bligh Reef in Prince William Sound, Alaska, and spilled 10.8 million U.S. gallons of oil into the ocean. On April 2010, Deepwater Horizon in the Gulf of Mexico, a blowout caused an explosion, and when Deepwater Horizon sank, released 210 million U.S. gallons of oil. And then April 2016, and just last month, the Keystone Pipeline. In 2016, 16,800 gallons were leaked, and just last month, 210,000 gallons were leaked. All of these disasters have something in common: fossil fuels. According to the Department of Energy, fossil energy sources, including oil, coal, and natural gas, are non-renewable resources that formed when prehistoric plants and animals died and were gradually buried by layers of rock. Over the past 20 years, nearly 3/4 of human-caused emissions came from the burning of fossil fuels. The thing about fossil fuels is that not only are they dangerous to people and the environment, they are also finite, which means that they will eventually run out, becoming too expensive or too environmentally damaging to retrieve. That's why we need a better solution for our energy, and that better solution is renewable energy sources. In contrast, renewable energy sources such as wind, water, solar power, they're continually replenished and will never run out, and they're also better for the environment. According to Dr. Aaron Bernstein, a doctor at Children's Hospital and an instructor in pediatrics at Harvard Medical School, he said that even a small global temperature increase could lead to troubling consequences like rising sea levels, population displacement, disruption to the food supply, flooding, and an increase in infectious diseases. This increase in temperature is a result of using fossil fuels. Fossil fuels release carbon and other greenhouse gases, which, when entering into our ozone layer, increase the temperature of the planet, which would cause all of those negative consequences. So as I said, fossil fuels are damaging to the environment, but not only to the ozone layer. The extraction processes can generate air and water pollution and harm local communities. Transporting the fuels from the mine or well can cause air pollution and lead to serious accidents and spills. When the fuels are burned, they emit toxins and global warming emissions, and even the waste products are hazardous to public health and the environment. From 1906 to 2005, the global temperature raised about 1.1 to 1.6 degrees Fahrenheit. And the rate of temperature increase has nearly doubled in the last 50 years and will continue to as long as we are putting more greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Since the Industrial Revolution began, carbon dioxide levels have increased nearly 38% as of 2009, and methane levels have increased 148%. The rate at which the world consumes fossil fuels is not standing still. It is increasing as the world's population grows and as living standards rise in parts of the world that until recently had consumed very little energy. So that's why we need a better solution. As I said, that better solution is renewable energy. In 2016, natural gas, petroleum, and coal made up 78% of the U.S. energy produced. Renewable energy made up only 12%, with nuclear energy comprising the last 10%. So the United States and the world as a whole needs to make a concerted effort to move away from fossil fuels and towards renewable energy sources. These sources will never run out and have low to no carbon emissions. So not only will this transition improve the safety and health of both workers and the general public, it'll also drastically reduce the amount of greenhouse gas emissions that are produced.